I've drank a lot of fucking beer in my lifetime, that's for sure. Many times to an excess that I'm not too proud of the fucked up shitty situations that I've managed to fist fuck my way into. I've learned a lot along the way though. I'll share that knowledge with you if it can prevent a fucking drunken grease fire. If it doesn't, you are the fucking grease fire.
Fallout says, what kind of Joey do we get today? Calstra's Bane Records CEO Tyree Sneed invites all rap artists to talk. Well, we do know that we're going to get a clean, hosed off, and shaven Joey. Well, let's just jump in. There he is.
All right, welcome, folks, to another wonderful episode of Batman Radio. Let me see here. What do we got?
Oh, he's got a fucking guest star.
Yeah, just make sure you don't have anything planned. We're just going to talk. You can unmute your mic if you want.
Yeah.
But yeah, you just can't have no outside, noise on here or anything like that. It's just the way it is. But can you just introduce yourself to him real quick?
Yeah, man.
Hold on. Don't bring up where we met or anything like that at all. All right, we're gonna keep it totally separate. But go ahead.
I got you. So let me see your fan, man. I'm from Norfolk, Virginia. Upcoming artist, man. Independent artist. That's it.
So, like I was saying, I mean, I'm just real about my business. You know what I mean? And I want to build, man. You know what I mean? Instead of a lot of people waste time. I don't want to waste no time. I want to get this built. And I have a idea of a record label. I keep all my company's ideas, and it tends to work. And over here, by the way, just ignore the chat room because they like to do the same things over and over, and they're gonna be in their feelings. You know how it is. But
nightmare.
I want to expand. I want to build, and this guy right here, he raps and he can spit. And I don't want you to show him on here, but we're gonna figure out a way to put that on display too, right around the corner. And I'm welcoming all artists. I want all artists from everywhere, all over, that want to be a part of what I'm doing.
And I need a couch.
Want to actually do this and build and expand. That's the thing. Let me ask you, what do folks usually charge you when you go to a studio? I know you've been in a studio.
I got my own engineer, but $25 for me. But around the prices around here is like $60, $80 an hour. You know what I'm saying? Crazy prices.
So if I came up there, are you telling me that we could find a studio to go to that they charge? Would they do the same thing for me? Would they charge me 25 and you 25?
You probably charge you about 30, 35, but that ain't too bad either. But for me, if I book the session for sure though. For sure.
Say it again.
If I book the session for sure,
yeah,
for sure.
All right. But yeah, I'm learning as I go. You know what I mean? The whole thing too. And
but I'll tell you something. Yeah. The best thing to do is just to get your own studio equipment, man. Don't even.
Oh, I already know. Yeah, I've had it all. Right now, I don't. But yeah, I used to have the MK4 mics and the Bluebirds and the interfaces, the Apogee interface by one and all that. I know all about it. It's just been a minute. Yeah. But yeah, no, I agree. You got to have your own studio set up because everybody else can try to get over on you on the price. But
you can't rap when you want to. Sometimes you want to rap when you want to instead of right. Waiting on somebody else.
I mean, most of it is pointless anyway now because you can master your own tracks. I mean, they got services online. I was paying $50 a track at one point, and they would master the track after I produced it. I got tons of tracks, thousands upon thousands of tracks. A lot of them are just kind of spread around the internet and stuff. But I've been making music. I'm 36 now. I'll be 40 in 4 years, and I've been making music since I was 16. So I got a lot of music. I mean, it's quality too. It ain't like it's real. And people don't know. I talk about it on here from time to time, but I went worldwide independently. So I own my own website, and I go worldwide every time. And I was just rapping at first. Now I can sing. I sing kind of like Williams, country, and I mix kind of that country and rap. And nobody's ever really done it like me before. Lil Wayne ain't coming close. Beyonce's trying to copy me and can't come close. Okay. She's not country at all. I don't know why she does that, but my point is, I just want to expand where we can actually talk about music. And my point is, that's how it starts. You have to find people that have love for music first. It's not all about money, and everybody wants to charge for studio time and this and that. Nonsense they're waving at me right now. And you gotta just have people that love making music. Do you not agree?
Yeah, for sure.
To start, yeah.
Love ain't there. The music's not gonna hit.
It's gonna be hard to hear you sometimes because of the traffic. But go say it again.
I said if the love ain't there in the music, it's not gonna be real. You're not gonna feel it. You gotta put your soul into it.
It's like cooking. It's like cooking. If you don't put any love in it, the food tastes, horrible.
Yep.
But
that's fact.
All right. Yeah. So I mean, my deal is, do you know? I wouldn't. It doesn't really matter right now. But do you know other artists and stuff? Do you collaborate with other artists and work with them sometimes? Or
I really ain't been collabing, man. Every collab, like a lot of collabs,
it's hard to do, right?
Yeah.
Well, everybody has the wrong mentality, man. That's the thing. Like, you gotta.
That's it, right there. A lot of people don't have love in the music, man. They don't love the music for real. They look at it as a quick get rich scheme.
And it doesn't work that way. That's what they all do. They sell their soul, and that's what I talk about and educate the public on. And that's a real thing, yeah. And anybody, like, people are doing it every day, and it ain't worth it. And you don't get anything in return anyway. The devil's gonna promise you the world. You're gonna walk away losing with nothing. You feel me? That's what happens with everything. Yeah. And all of them. Not even just in music. Look at Anthony Joshua. We ain't got to talk about it, but he just went through some crazy stuff, kind of like what I just went through. And I just went through some more stuff and survived, and I'm bouncing back, similar to what he did. You saw what Jake Paul went through. Like what they're doing, like me, I have my soul. I have nothing to do with them. This is all independent, and I'm all about God. But that's my point. It's just not worth it. And yeah, you got to be real choosy about the company you keep, because a lot of these dudes
we are current now
on some nonsense, and it's not only not worth it, but that's what folks do. They see you care about something, they don't care about it till you care about it, or they're trying to block blessings and stop you from making it, just like what I go through every day. You feel me?
Yeah.
So I've been up in Richmond. I know how it is up there, man. I know it's real. You don't got to explain it to them, but I know Richmond is real as hell. I know Virginia is real as hell. There's some YouTubers from there that are super fake on here.
Yeah.
And that's the funny part. They don't get how real I am. Like, I really will just show up and be in Virginia or wherever. So that's part of why I wanted to talk to you too, because I need to get this expanded somehow, some way. And they think I'm playing. Asking you, does it seem like I'm playing?
Nah, he's serious, bro. He's serious.
Yeah.
He's about to laugh.
Because I got to get this Batman thing expanded, and I need to be able to move around. So however I got to manually, put that together, I'm going to do it, and then I'll try to figure out the money along the way. Isn't that how you do anything? What do you think?
That's how you do it, man.
Yeah, you have to. We're in the middle of the Great Depression right now, bro. Like, everybody's broke. People don't have money right now. Would you not agree? How is it up there in Virginia? I'm sure there's some folks with money, but not everyone.
Same way, man. Same way.
Right.
I'm the only one, bro. I'm striving and surviving.
Yeah, people are struggling all over the country and the nation. And I just think it's funny how people think, like they allow that to stop them. I'm not going to allow it to stop me. You know what I mean? I just told them I was out here. I got all the way down to like no money at all, because I pay this phone bill every month. I try to keep up with it, and I got to pay for what I need every day, and I'm just surviving. And I do a lot. I pay for a car lot over $100 every month. Yeah. I got a lot of stuff I've been handling for years, for decades, and I own a lot of equity.
We don't know,
like Smuggy. A lot. I'm in a good position with that. I got deals worked out where I actually have full access to buildings that are worth billions, and I can do whatever I want. But that's my thing. You have to learn how to. I don't believe in networking. Hold on, there's a spider web all over me. Spiders are everywhere out here, bro. But yeah, I don't believe in networking, but I believe in negotiating, deals where you can come up and help yourself and make a positive move in the right direction. You feel me?
Yeah. So, I understand that totally, bro, and I'm with that too at the same time, bro. That's exactly where my mind be at with this music stuff, bro. Cause
try to speak up a little for me. It's just I'm by all these cars. I'm trying to hear you.
Yeah, I said that's the same thing I be on too with the music tip, because it's not if you network, man, that's just giving somebody a lane in your lane. But if it's a business, you know what I'm saying? It's like a partnership. We both have to give our 100% into it. You know, sometimes you can do songs with people, and I've seen it millions of times. Like people like rappers, upcoming artists now, they'll pay a big rapper $20,000 for a feature. Then the rapper, they just make the song with them, and they don't even promote the song.
Right.
Like, what's the purpose?
Yeah, everybody kind of gives up. And I mean, the thing is, like, now if we talking about becoming a rapper, we got to look at like the real aspect of the game about like me. I'm just very real. Like, I'm not going to waste time. I'm not trying to impress people. This is just really who I am. And I'm going to be myself. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I think that's how you get farther. I think when you establish relationships that come from the heart, I think business is done a lot better. I mean, don't you agree? I mean, everything is better because you're on a actual human level with somebody instead of, you know, when you have all the money and they just look at you like, well, you got the money and we don't. Because trust me, I've been there too when I was trying to put people on and help them to do this music stuff. You know what I mean?
I understand.
Bro, I had dudes in College Station out here in Texas. I mean, I'm talking all the street dudes. I pulled up in the Porsche and they hood, paid for everything, convertible, top down, pulled up in they hood. And, you know, I know how it works because I already know that earns a couple of points and some respect, you know what I mean? And they surrounded the car. They all come around the car and I told them, like, what's up? Like, I'll pull up straight to your hood. I don't care. Like, I'm real. I'm not joking. Like, I'm really me. So I will come straight to people and like be like, what are we talking about? Like music. Like I'm trying to do music. Like I pulled up and told them, you know, they invited me in, started rapping, you know what I mean? We're chilling or whatever. And like I tried to put them on. I went out of my way. Like I even got them some food and stuff. And like over the course of like a couple of weeks, I tried to put them on. And I watched, you know, a bunch of crazy stuff. We go to this one dude's, you know, place and he got a studio and these dudes, you know, they all, you know, on what they on because they ain't got no money. And me, I'm sitting on over $250,000.
Yeah.
You know, and I got a Porsche parked outside. So they looking at me like, well, once they hear me talk and see how I am, they see, you know what I mean, right? Like they know who to play with and who not to. We'll just say that. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So they're looking at me like, okay, well, it ain't him. You know what I'm saying? But clearly, it ain't him. It ain't that guy. So we're gonna, you know, and then they played games or whatever, and then, you know, whatever happened, and you know, it's just crazy to me. And then I was telling the dude, I'm like, how you gonna let them come back in your studio after that? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like they just went behind your back, and it's clear as day who it is and who's doing it. And you gonna sit here and let him play right in front of your face? And he was just he was a white boy. He didn't know any better. And he's you know what I mean, right? Like
yeah,
they went behind his back and did whatever they did. And like I don't roll with them. Those aren't my people. You know what I mean? I would like those were actually a separate group of people. The artists I was trying to put on.
Like when I go to the studio, I really start bringing people from that I be around, you know, outside and stuff, because they don't have the same respect for the studio as the artist.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, not just that, but the studio is where everything goes down and happens. That's what people don't understand. Because everybody's looking to, you know, get a quick lick or make a come up. You know what I mean? So like that's the thing. Like people got to really understand, like, you know, like I understand the hood perspective in the ghetto. Like I said, I come from it. I know it like the back of my hand. You know what I mean? That ain't nothing. That's regular everyday stuff. But it's, you know, it's about how you respond to it and responding correctly. But I'm gonna tell you what.
All right, we're current. How long before Joey just fucking snaps on this guy?
Had I been in his position, like I wouldn't have, you know, been all nice about it and calm. That's for sure. They went behind his back. Yeah. So my point is, you know, I told him like, what are you doing? And he's like, nah, I'm just gonna keep on doing my thing. Right. That's what all y'all do. Tell me when I'm lying. All these so-called wannabe artists rap and rap and rap and rap till they, you know, can't rap no more and trying to make it and praying for a come up, and all of them want to sell their soul to the devil. That's the truth. Ain't none of them made it. These rappers who rap didn't make it. Look at King Von. Did he make it? Look at T.I. Did he make it? He's a federal informant. He had to snitch and tell. That's a fact. All of them. I mean, even Curtis Jackson, 50 Cent, same thing. Informant, backed by the feds. I know the whole game. So my deal is like, you know, when you get out here and it's this street-based stuff, my deal with me is what I was taught. I'm not so much different. It's just I'm different in the way I think and how I, you know, handle myself and approach things. And I had to do all the street gangster perspective before I ever even got into everything else in the music. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I look at it differently than people because I understand what folks are on to a T. I study like behavior. I know how the whole system works. And I you know, I've studied Illuminati and Masonry and been defeating them for decades. So there's no way of getting over on me because I already know what you on before you probably even think it. You know what I mean? And it's part of the whole Batman thing because I just think ahead. But my point is, like, yeah, people got to wake up, man. Like, you know, he allowed whatever to happen and he didn't care. And I'm like, so that's your game plan? You feel what I'm saying? That's your game plan. You're going to go back and rap and ignore what happened and have the same dudes around you. And then you wonder why you ain't making it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I can't hear you.
Yeah, I definitely hear you.
Yeah, I mean, you know, folks want to sit here and pretend. I got dudes out here right now talking about the same thing, talking about this and that. They all have their jaded perspective and of me. And I'm real quick to, you know, like G-check and let people know, like, your perspective is jaded. Like, I ain't worried about how you feel about me. You don't know me. Trust me. You know what I mean? If you knew me, you wouldn't even be talking to me. You feel me? Real talk. Because if you knew about me and who I really am and what I'm about and what I do, like for fun, for a living, then people wouldn't even talk to me. They'd just walk away. You feel me, right?
Yeah.
So, you know, that's my thing. Like me, I'm a real nice guy, but I'm also a live wire and it ain't fake. You know what I mean? It's real. And, you know, like I come from it, man. I've had to walk in the streets at night in Kansas City, all over Tulsa. You know what I mean? You saw what just happened. You ain't got to repeat it, but you saw what happened to Aaron, the plumber out there in Tulsa, right?
I didn't know. I didn't see that. What happened?
Okay, well, he took an L. We'll just put it like that. I went straight to his chat room and told him he took an L. He said, well, how did I lose? How did I lose? That's crazy. Isn't that crazy? It's on camera. Yeah. How did I lose? Huh. Okay. So that's what I'm saying. You know, the new age, the new generation, you know, they see things a little differently. How old are you?
I'm 23, but I don't see things differently, bro.
Right. Yeah, no, I can tell that you have a better perspective. You got a solid mindset. That's why I'm talking to you, because if you didn't, I wouldn't even waste my time. You know what I mean? Being honest. But I mean, can you tell him? And
we don't know who he's talking to, Vlad, but it's somebody from his past. It can't be that too long ago. I mean, because the kid's only 23 years old. He just said.
Just try to do this, you know, the best way possible. Of course. Let me turn this off. And you're doing great. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Joey told him not to let anyone know where they met and how they met. So
you respecting the forum because it's how I get my money. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But can you explain to them realistically with, you know, good language and everything happy, joy, you know, just pretend we're on the show with the Care Bears, you know, but can you explain to them a little, how is it around you right now? I don't know. You can tell them the city if you want. I wouldn't worry about none. We got trolls that are weird, but I mean, there's nothing they can do, but you could tell them in Virginia, what is it actually like at a street level every day? Like, what are folks doing? Are they all rich? Are they poor? Like, can you tell them a little bit about it?
Everybody just faking it. They're faking the funk, man. Acting like they got everything. They faking, man. You know. When it's at a time right now where you need to be real, and so that if you ain't got nothing, you ain't got nothing. But a lot of people's out here stealing, you know, and a lot of people nowadays, they not robbing. Like, they can act like they robbing, but they not robbing. They just stealing from their peoples. They have a little change. Then when the change go away, they down bad. Can't call to nobody because they didn't stole from everybody they know. you know, doing drugs, you know, same stuff that going everywhere.
Typical American ghetto stuff, basically, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Right. And I mean, that's how it is everywhere. Like it ain't no surprise to you and me. That's what it is. And that's what I'm saying. Like folks don't get, everything is a hustle. Like everything. Like folks is looking at me like now, like how the hell did he do all this? Like, cause I'm already like getting real famous and I'm not trying, like, cause I don't care. Cause I know the formula. You get what I'm saying, right? Like it's been programmed into me, bro. So
sector friends,
like when you really come from the hood, like I was in the projects when I was like 16, like brick jungles out there where all that stuff happened with Extension out in Florida. I used to live in Homestead next to Habitat. Like I've been in the real ghettos. So out there in Fort Lauderdale and Hialeah, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know where Fort Lauderdale is. I know.
Yeah, and I've been in Cutler Ridge in Florida, and there's a Cutler Ridge in Atlanta that I've been into. I come from all that. I used to go play ball in College Park out in Atlanta and ATL, and you know, go out there hard body and get in the mix. Like I'm a real person, so I've been like everywhere. Like I've been in Compton. I've been in Los Angeles when I was a little kid, but like with all the actual,
we have no idea,
you know what,
Easy.
dudes in the original intent. That's what I come from. Like LA, the real deal. So it's like a lot of folks don't get, a lot of people move to LA and all these places and they ain't even from there. Would you not agree with that?
Yeah.
It's rocking the old school out.
Yeah, so sure. There's a lot of people false claiming in the first place, like you said, faking the funk. I see that every day. You know what I mean? Not so much out here. You know, out here, the deal.
Batman and Black Man.
Is my stance is it's real against crime and corruption and against drugs. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So it's like I don't care what you do. Like, you know, people got habits. They're going to do what they do. That's their thing, not mine. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, from a real perspective, I'm going to make it my business now because I'm trying to, you know, clean up the community the right way. And I want these neighborhoods safe and I want things to run correctly. You know what I mean? Because I live here. You know what I mean? And even if I didn't want to help, do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, you know, like I'm getting more done than the police. I'm getting more done than all the corrupt departments and agencies while I'm exposing them and their corruption.
Blank,
so man. I got everyone just looking at me like this dude is crazy. They're doing, you know, they just looking like this dude's crazy. Like he's really doing everything at the same time. And I'm making a little bit of money. Not much, but I mean, I went from what, like $0 to $2 to like $5.50, and I've been buying and paying for a whole bunch of stuff since then. I just got headphones. I think I'm around like 509 right now. I mean, that's pretty good, right? Coming from $0 to $2 and running the Batman project out of my pocket for 3 years. What do you think?
For sure.
For one dude, a single
hey,
man.
y'all, late arrivals. This guy was at the beginning of the stream. Joey was telling him, you know, coming up all his fucking assets and what he has. He told the guy he's got a website, so I don't even think he's aware of it. He must be aware of it because he knows he doesn't have the headphones anymore. So it's just,
I mean, it's all right, words, you know. But I'm trying to come up on some bands so then I could start traveling and I can take this back to Austin. I ain't done the Batman thing in Austin, Texas. That's the capital. That's where I was born and grew up at. But I really want to do it up there because it's really Gotham. It needs it. And it's crazy because the parking garages, bro, they look just like the way it's depicted for the
crazy,
film.
Joey.
You know what I'm saying? When Batman come through. Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
And that's the reality is that's what happened is I had to stand up to everyone and I just realized, man, all these people corrupt.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like not just the police, but even the dudes that out on the street trying to make their little money, they corrupt too. The whole city of Austin is corrupt. It's a crime-ridden city. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And it's just crazy when you look at it. And with everything I've been through, you know, I don't talk much. I don't talk about it. We be about it. I ain't trying to talk and tell my stories, you know, and we don't self-snitch. Would you agree with that?
For sure.
Right. So it's like, I've seen it, man. I've seen it. I've been in it. And, you know, that's what I had to do. I had to stand up to all these illegal organizations and literally shut them down. And I used to do it hands on. That's what I tell folks because it's the truth. So you know what that means without spelling it out, right?
He's like, what the fuck am I doing here?
So my deal is like, yeah, I'm an outlaw. I do this for real. I really don't care. Like I don't like seeing corruption. I don't like seeing crime. I don't like seeing nonsense, and people should know better than to do it in front of me. And the folks are so silly out here, homie, that they'll still stand in front of me sometimes and be talking about this and that. And it's like, dude, you have no idea what I do for a living for fun. You know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's all good. Like, if I'm cool with you, you know what I mean? Like, people do their own thing. Like, I ain't mad at you. I'm not in your business like that. Like, it's all good. Like, it is what it is. But when it comes to strangers, like, yeah, I'm against drugs. I'm against all that. What you mean? Somebody got to be.
Yeah.
I mean, look at what it's doing to our community. I mean,
Yeah.
do you agree? I mean, you
Speaking
don't
of
have
drugs,
to. I mean, I want all
Sneed,
your
if you got
honest
them,
Man,
opinion.
I done lost a whole lot of friends because of drugs. You know what I'm saying? And not saying that the drugs, like, I know some people, friends go because the drugs take their life, but even then, like, the drugs can create bad habits for people. And like, I had so many friends that stole from me, and just, not saying I don't still love them, but I love them from a distance. I can't be around it,
Yeah, you're learning as you go. I mean, that's what I tell folks. Like 50 Cent says a lot of good things, and I'll be quoting him, and I don't mean to. It's just I agree with what he says sometimes. That's how I can tell he's real to some extent, because, like, the way he thinks, you know what I mean? And he talks about all that stuff. And that's like, like, people got to understand the mentality is real. Like, you
exactly,
remember
Lobster.
when he got part down with that book? What is it called originally? It's like the 48 Laws of Power, and they made it the 50 Laws of Power so he could be a part of, you know what I'm talking about, right?
Let us go.
Okay, so the point of that and the principle of that, and he was doing that interview on top of the roof. You've seen that interview, right?
I didn't see that.
Have you seen it?
Nah.
It's all good. You would love it if you saw it. It's one of his best interviews, but it's with French Montana. And
I wish the dude would read the chat. Fucking ask Joey why he drinks his own piss.
they on the roof at the hotel, and he's
Perfect.
talking about how everybody's poor, you know what I mean, down there at a ground level and stuff. But like, he explains it, and he says, like, you see me winning, don't you? It's the same thing I'm doing. Like, he said, like, you see the paradigm between the hood and the ghetto and corporate America. And like me, my stance is really against corporate America. Like, the evil, they take all our money. Like, I'm literally dismantling corporate America in front of everyone. I believe I'm on my way to doing so, and that's what I'm trying to do. I literally shut down companies. You could look it up. In Power Network, I shut them down. I'm the one who exposed them publicly. There's a scooter store out here had to pack their bags and go do business
Jesus
elsewhere because
Christ.
they was doing the same thing, that jellyfish stuff behind my back. You know what I mean? And, there's been a whole bunch of other illegal organizations I've literally shut down. I just can't talk about it all. You know what I'm saying? That's how real it is. So it's like, for me, I understand what he's talking about, and that's the paradigm. The paradigm is between the hood, the ghetto, and making money. I won't even say it has to be corporate America, but making money. And I mean, the paradigm he talking about is the masonry. You know what Freemasonry is, right?
Yeah, I heard about the Freemasons. I really don't know too much about them.
Oh, that was
They're all Masons.
dumb
50
thing to
Cent
say,
is a
bud.
Mason. They're all Masons. Jay-Z is a Mason. Masonry to me is my enemy. I don't like Masons. I've met them. They've even shook my hand with their little Mason handshake and shown it to me. Some of them are all right, but I think they're very misled, and it's all of the devil, basically. I mean, it's all evil as hell, and they don't really understand what they're serving or what they're doing. You can't serve two masters. Would you agree?
For sure.
Yeah, you can't serve the devil and then serve God. You'd agree with that, right?
For sure. I agree with that.
So my deal is like, yeah, all of them are Masons. All them rappers you see, Masons. They say Jay-Z's a 33rd degree. It's irrelevant. Being a Mason ain't nothing to brag about. It just means you're a coward. It means you're a part of an entire organization that runs so deep that they're literally all over the country. But they're everywhere. They've got people everywhere. So I've come up against Masonry head on. That's why I wear the bulletproof vest and the steel armor and come out in the street to let my presence be known, because we're winning in the street head on. You get what I'm saying, right?
Mm-hmm.
How long before this guy just says, you know what? I got to wrap it up here.
So every time I show up, it's like I'm back. You know what I mean? Like, you get what I'm saying, right? Like, I'm here. My presence is enough to speak volumes because they already know about me. The other folks may not know, but they know. You know what I mean? Hold up. I got to mute, but just keep talking.
Yeah. I definitely understand, man. You know, I don't really get into the politicals and all of that, though, religion stuff, but I understand, though, where you're coming from. For sure.
What the fuck is going on?
All right, I'm good now. Yeah, no, we don't want to get into that on here anyway either because of the rules and everything. But I think you're doing a great job. I think you're explaining it to them right. Hopefully there's no issue with it on here, but you know, we got to be able to talk to some extent. And I mean, I'm the one asking him to explain how it is, you know what I mean? So he's answering perfectly because he's given a real answer, you know, and it's just, you know, I've had a lot of issues, you know, with how they do things here, but there's nothing I can do about it. They don't pay very well either, but I'll tell you what, my next check is up over $205. I mean, even if that's over the course of 2 months, that's still decent, right? It's something.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and they pay out a month after. So I don't get that check till January 21st to the 26th, and it accrues until the end of this month, which is like one more day after today, I think, or something like that.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's decent. It's something, right?
For sure.
We getting paid while we talk on here. I mean, you know, most folks, they don't get paid to talk, and I do. I mean, would you not agree?
Yeah.
So I mean,
someone's from chilling. It's just someone from his past. He won't tell us who or how they met.
You know, in my eyes,
Talking
I'm winning.
music.
I mean, you know, not in my eyes, I'm winning, period. You know, and then like I said, I'm doing everything I can outside of that. But you know, I mean, that's my thing. Like, you know, basically the deal is I'm waiting on God right now. I'm in an online relationship right now with Christina is her name, and I'm waiting on her patiently. I've been waiting for years, and I have no issue doing so. You know, I'm not concerned what trolls say. All them people want to trick me out my destiny.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna stay loyal no matter what. I've talked to Christina multiple times on the phone. I've heard her voice. I know she's a real person. I've never, you know, done this before, but I'm going to do it, and I'm going to take that risk and chance. I mean, do you not agree? I mean, you have to take a risk if you want love or anything wholesome and good in your life. I mean, don't you agree? I don't know.
I agree. So
Yeah,
who is this Christina girl, though?
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, she's beautiful. She's gorgeous. I just met her on here, and we just been talking for years. I went all the way up to Minneapolis for her originally. You know, basically you just got the trolls on here. They say whatever that, oh, it's not real or this and that. I mean, if it ain't real, so why would it matter? I mean, it's helping me anyway, because I went up to Minneapolis in the middle of a blizzard and I mean, had nowhere to go, and I'm smart. So I figured out how to survive and got out there. I walked in the snow up to this dude. And I asked him, where's the shelter and where's everything? He told me. I figured out the skyways immediately. I mean, just pulled up in the middle of winter. And it's like Alaska cold up there, you know? So I mean,
have you seen Christina face to face?
No, not yet. But I mean, she's, you know, going through something, healing from something very serious. So that's why.
Have you seen her on the phone?
Not on video, but I've seen, you know, pictures.
Okay. I
understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I guess what I'm saying is, I mean, it worked out for me either way. I mean, I went up to Minneapolis and it helped me. I had the whole experience. I stayed in the shelter in Minneapolis. I ended up working for the NBA for the Timberwolves next door. They're right next to the shelter, and I was their janitor, making $18 an hour. I mean, is that a loss? I mean, asking you, if I went up there, I worked, I had made money. I probably had like 7 racks because I already had money when I went up there. And I mean, it was a learning experience. I learned how the streets of Minneapolis are. I mean, I saw all the crazy stuff they do on the train. I had dudes trying to talk greasy on the train and wasn't having it. They ain't do nothing. So like, it was part of my walk.
Dude sitting there counting like a handful of maybe like $49.
You know, so what I'm saying is, people are always so quick, and I know you're just trying to help, you know, but not talking about you, but other people. People are so quick to be like, well, this is not real, or this is that, and you need to figure it out. For what? It's helping me. You know, she's been there. She's been there for me every step of the way as much as she can. She talks. She lets me know what's going on. She literally has been there for me. We have conversations through text all the time. I mean, what would it matter? If she was a catfish, she's helped me. Does that make sense? Yeah. So, I mean, why would I, you know, not be loyal and faithful to someone like that that's never really wronged me? You know, I don't see how that fits.
You know what I'm saying?
Say it again.
If it's a good friend, it's a good friend, you know?
Yeah, no, she's amazing. You know what I mean? She hasn't been talking a lot lately. And she's going through some very serious stuff. So, I mean, it makes sense. Everything she's saying makes sense. And then on top of that, and I don't care about money, mind you, I really don't. And she knows I don't, you know, but you know, she's very genuine. She's very nice. She's very respectful. She's very quiet, which is.
She's negotiating $18.8 million settlement. So if you just let me have access to your couch and refrigerator, we'll gladly pay you back when she gets here.
What I want. She's a lot like me, the way I used to be. I just have to be, you know, big and bad now because I'm a man, and it's, you know, man's world. It's hard. You know, you got to stand up and you got to learn to talk, you know, and I do radio. Other than that, I'm pretty quiet. Like if you was around me in person, I'm quiet a lot, man. I'm one of them dudes. I don't do much talking. I just watch. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Oh yeah, I watch and get ready. And that's the thing they can't figure out about me is I keep trying to explain to them, I don't got to paint myself nowhere to be fake. I really come from this. I used to have to take what I want. I had to take what I need to survive. So, you know, I'm a dude. I'll leave my wallet out on the table in front of people. And, you know, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. And folks will be like, man, you can't just leave your wallet like that. Oh, yes, I can. See, that's where you're wrong. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's where you're very wrong because, like I said, when you came up like me for real and in all these different, I'm talking Florida, ATL, all over, bro. I was in jail screaming on dudes in Atlanta on the detention center downtown. Folks can ask about me. I was in there with all the actual dope boys from Bankhead right there in front of me. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Like what? Like I know all of them. Like, you know what I mean? Not personally, but you know, I mean, if people could even hear the things I've heard and seen the things I've seen with my eyes, they would understand why I don't fear nothing. Like, you know how folks talk. We're not going to repeat it on here, obviously, because of how it is. But you know how folks be talking when you in a lineup in jail, right?
Yeah.
Can you imagine the stuff I heard when we was, you know, going into our little cubicle cells or whatever? It wasn't cells. It was a whole pod, you know, in Atlanta. Can you imagine the stuff I heard with all them criminals in Atlanta?
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? Yeah, and I'm locked up with dope boys, and you know what I mean? I watched the dope boy, you know, whatever, duck into an abandoned building right in front of me when all of it happened. And they so corrupt over there, they didn't have nothing on me. They made up some crazy stuff, and I was in jail for 8 days for an improper left turn. And people was looking at my story like, what the hell? Because it's super corrupt. It was all fake.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't have nothing on me, and then homeboy was trying to be part of it too. You get what I'm saying, right? Like he was trying to set me up, basically. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they put us in.
I ain't gonna lie, man. We gotta cut this short real quick, man.
You're good. Yeah, no problem. But yeah, we was in the paddy wagon. You ever had that happen? Get arrested and homeboy just tried to go against you, and you got to look at him the whole ride?
Nah, not me. Not me.
I did. Oh, it was crazy. There was mad tension in that paddy wagon because I was pissed. And he knew it too, and I was just looking at him like really, you this is what you want, you know what I mean? Like, but I mean, I was all right because like they couldn't do nothing, you know what I mean? So it didn't work out. You feel me?
Yeah.
But yeah, man, you know, I'm just saying, it's all about the paradigm between making money and the hood. You got to use all this stuff to your advantage. And my deal is, I just want to ask you before you go, I mean, so are you down with what I'm doing so that way I can try to build it? Because what I think is going to happen.
I'm definitely down with the collabs. You know,
it won't just be collabs. I'll tell you right now, bro. I got a bunch of money coming to me.
I'm moving in.
I don't know from where, but God talks to me, and He's walked me through this whole journey. I'm gonna get rich, and when I get that money, that way I have you already in a position where I can put you on, and then you can do your rap thing. I'll pay you out of my own pocket. and you
sure.
can do your rap thing. And then I put you on to my record label. My record label is called Cashless Bane Records. What do you think of that?
Cashless Bane?
Yeah, like Bane from Batman. Bane.
Oh yeah.
Cashless Bane. And then they try to make fun of it. I'm like, bro, cashless because the future of society is digital currency. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
It's not going to be no cash. That, you know, they try to act like, oh, it means you broke. No, it means they're cashless because that's where society was headed. The logo used to be a key with a maze. In other words, you got to walk through all the hard parts, like what I'm doing in front of you. Like out here, I'm just walking. I'm not even going anywhere today because I'm skipping training. But I'm just walking and talking to you, and I'm getting paid something to do it. So my deal is, like, it's the maze you go through in life, and then you get to the center of that maze, and then you got the key. You put the key in, and that's when you access everything. You get all the wealth and everything, because now you got the knowledge because you walked through the maze and went through all the parts of the maze that taught you each lesson along the way. Does that make sense?
Yep.
That's the only way you do this. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like the journey with God.
Kind of like that video. Y'all see the video of a guy, black dude. He's driving his daughter, just a young infant, and he's just explaining like a board meeting. So if you compile the interest divided by the aspect of the ratio, and the kid's just heads bobbing up and down, falling asleep. It's kind of the same situation.
People don't understand the way to heaven is through a needle in a haystack, right? It's the hard way, the route that I'm walking, the route that nobody wants to walk. But if you walk it and you walk this rough path, the money will come because God's going to bless you. That's what I believe. You feel me? 100%. I don't doubt God for a minute. So I'll wrap it up, but I'm just saying, like, you know, I appreciate it. And that's the thing. Like, nah, Christina is saying that she negotiated. I believe her 100%. She says she's negotiating a $18.8 million settlement.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I mean, you know, and I got inheritance that they stole from me. I'm a real story. I mean, my aunt was Carly Fiorina. She has everything to do with it, allegedly, but we all know the truth. And, you know, this stuff is going to be on the news. I got a federal lawsuit I'm building that exposes all the companies like IBM and all these companies for being corrupt and for doing trafficking. I don't believe that companies make their profit and money off of selling product. I believe that companies make their money off of trafficking, all kinds of trafficking. And the truth is that Batman is the one who stops all the trafficking and the crime, not the police, because they in on it and they got deals worked out with the corrupt departments. So it took a civilian to step up. And it's just like he said, I love this city, but this city is corrupt. He said, I didn't realize that Batman was going to have to be a detective, a good one. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
No, that's what I do for a living. That's why I'm so on point. That's why I can come on here and bring you on here and speak like this and do this because of God. My point is, I'm not showing off. I'm not trying to impress no one. I'm trying to get this money. So my deal is not just the money, and I'm not doing it for selfish intent, but I want to help the right people. So once I see that you have, you know, the spirit of God within you, like I feel about you, like I could tell you're a good dude, good, solid dude, good person. Like I can see that in 2 milliseconds. You feel what I'm saying? I got intuition like no other. So my deal is like, I want to get the right people and build the kingdom of God like God told me. So that way you want to rap, no problem. Once I get the money, you already got my word and guarantee. I'm going to put you on and remind me, hold me to my word. Say, now you got the money and you said you was going to put me on. So put me on. You could talk to me just like that. I got no issue with that. So my deal is that's what I'm doing for folks, creating real opportunity. And if I make it, you make it. And that's the point. We need to have a people's champion. And that's what I am. We need to have people who want the community to make it. These people sell their souls and give money to people like Jay-Z, who holding us down and have been oppressing their own and oppressing us for the last 5,000 plus years. And they'll give them money for their little fake album. And they ain't even from the hood. Jay-Z didn't do nothing. His right-hand man, DeHaven, said he didn't even sell no drugs. That boy ain't never been about nothing. You understand? And you take people like that, and these folks in the public want to support their oppressor. They want to give money. Isn't that crazy? They want to give money to the people doing it to them, they own, but then point the finger at people like me because of how I look. That's not crazy? That's crazy. You know what I mean? So my deal is like, stop supporting the fake like Tupac told y'all. Y'all did the same thing with Pac. Pac was like a messiah. He came and helped everybody. He said, I was the bridge that folks used to walk through. And I'm going to do the same thing, but we're going to do it a little differently than Pac this time because I'm not Pac. I'm a different ballgame.
Boys getting
You know,
fired
and
up.
I always reference and quote him when he said that quote. He said, I'm not saying I'm going to be the one who changes the world, but I will spark the mind that will change the world. I truly believe he was talking about me. We talk about that all the time over here. Like, I truly believe this in my heart of hearts. So my deal is like, this is really happening. So, you know, I'm trying to help you out just like you helping me out. And that's what we do. It's opportunity for opportunity. And it's real business. And, you know, it's good and good spirits. And, you know, from the heart, that way we get people put on. Like, I'm definitely trying to give you an opportunity because I just see it in you. And I've already heard you spit. I know you can spit. So I'm like, if he can spit and he got a good attitude and he young, why the hell would I not put him on? Like, if the minute I get this money, we could start getting everything going, get the studio right, get it built, and we can start rapping. And let me tell you something I never do, and I'll let you get off of here. I know you're trying to go. We would never be in no public studio dropping our location like you know who Smoke did, right? Just drop my sunglasses, you know, and all that silly stuff. We ain't gonna be, you know, caught lacking and around all these failures who never gonna make it nowhere. We're gonna have our own private studio and they ain't invited. Does that make sense?
Makes 100%.
Yeah, we get our own Hennessy bottles and our own liquor, our own alcohol, our own everything, right? And we're not running around talking about this and that. And you know, that's what people do. They carry their own fate in their own hands every day with all that fake stuff they woofing on, like what we were talking about earlier on the other thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't do that, bro. You don't run around
too much
here acting silly because you're desperate.
Take a breath.
You know what I mean? Me, Batman is just all hands, nothing else always. You know what I mean? So yeah, like I said, we'll build our own studio. We'll have all our own stuff privatized and let them hate and keep watching the money pile up and we'll keep stacking. And that way it gives you an opportunity to spit and rap. Go ahead.
I'm with that, man. I'm with that.
Thank you. All right. Yeah, you said you have to go, right? That's good. I appreciate you.
Go though, man. Y'all can find me anywhere, man, at SLXNY. You can look at my YouTube, Instagram. That's it.
Yeah, promote all your stuff. Yeah.
You know, Instagram, SLXNY, just like my name, _1. That's it, man.
_1.
Make sure you send that to me. Say it again.
I'm telling him, mess with my man Batman, yo. He a good man, yo.
All right. Make sure you send me the links that you just named too, so I can look it. I want to look at that today.
Alrighty.
All right. But make sure you message me. You know where. Don't tell them. That's none of their business because I don't want them knowing because you know they do what they do. But make sure you message me on there if you can. That way we can, you know, talk on there. I might end up giving you my number too or something, or we'll figure it out. But just talk to me on there. That's perfect for right now, so I can keep you updated and let you know. But trust me, bro, if this money comes,
guy has no idea what he just did.
I'm not joking. I'm gonna put you on that way, and we can grab other artists. If you know any artists that want to rap who can really spit, who you cool with, that's what I want you to do is find people that you actually get along with and bring them on over. You feel me?
I got you.
Got to mute for a second again, but you good if you got to go. But just let them know whatever you need to say leaving, and let's do that.
All right, y'all. See y'all later, man. I'm gonna hit you back, man.
We'll hit you back, bro. Smuggy. Well, rest in peace to bro. Yeah, at least we got something new here. So SLXMY _1. I will.
Oh man, that worked out perfectly. I thought that went perfect. You know what I mean? I hope it works out all right with this platform because that was amazing. So shout out to him. He's a good dude, man. Like I said, I want to make sure I put him on and help him. And like I said, this is for all artists. Oh, y'all want to rap, right? That's what y'all claim. But every time I give people an opportunity to rap, folks don't want to rap. You know, I'm talking about all these other folks. You know, some people got it in them. He got it in him. He want to do it. Most people, they just talk. Like he said, faking the funk. They don't want to do it. Y'all want to rap? Or you want to stay like Tone Space, never selling to you to for real. Oh, the Cashapp Bane CEO is stunting on him, boy. You want to rap? You want to spit? Hit him. Spit them bars. Because Tone Space won't do it. Oh, for real. Tone Space. Oh my goodness, bro. He's still running around with a unibrow. That stuff is crazy, homie.
That's how he had it. It was SLX. That looks like 6, but that's a lowercase L. That's how he had it. So I don't know if it's SL6MY_1.
What? Oh my goodness. It is crazy. I think my sunglasses are crooked.
Yeah, they've been
I don't
crooked for
care.
a year.
Yeah, man. Like I said, folks is funny as hell, man. Tone Space ain't never sold a unit. We got all these fake artists out here. They fake rappers. They do fake shows on YouTube and don't make a dime. They playing audio of people telling them what it is and not listening. Like literally sitting there saying, "What are you the king of? Never making it anywhere." That's what folks is telling them. And they still ain't listening. They be online typing all day, ain't talking about nothing. That stuff crazy, homie. Y'all funny as hell. We gonna make moves over here. Real talk, trust me. There's bread, there's opportunity. I'm gonna get to it. I told y'all. So like I said, I'm gonna start getting artists that want to collaborate and work together. And when I get the money, I'm gonna put them on. You understand? That way they good. You know what I mean? Y'all don't get it. I'm gonna build the whole thing just the same exact way G Unit had G Unit South, wanted to build G Unit West, East, North. That's what they was trying to do. I'm gonna do the same thing, right? So what would that be? I guess it's almost like G Unit, what, like Northeast? You know what I mean? Except it ain't G Unit, it's Cashless Bank. You understand? So that's Cashless Bank, Virginia. I like the sound of that too. That got a little ring to it. Cashless Bank, Virginia. I like that. Okay. Cashless Bank East. That's what we gonna call it. Real talk. We can call it that. Cashless Bank East. You know what I mean? So yeah, no, I'm all making some moves. You know what I mean? So any artist, if you're an aspiring rap artist, if you can sing, rap, anything like that, holla at me, man. Show me your material. Show me what you got, right? And that's what it's about. And that's how we start. You got to do it for the love of the game, man. You can't be coming out here asking for handouts saying, well, you need to pay me. You need to give me that. Bro, we done tried to pay folks before, and folks don't even want to do that. Folks just don't know business at all. Like, I'm not going to sit here and waste my time. I'm going to do business with the people who can understand and listen. You feel me? So like I said, to all the real rap artists, if you really underground like that and you can really spit and rap, holla at me. You know what I mean? Talk to me, get in touch with me the right way. Show me your demo tape. I'm not Dr. Dre. I ain't going to throw your demo in the trash. I will listen to your demo tape. I will listen to your demo tape repeatedly if I can. Okay? If I have to go buy me a CD player, right, to hear your demo tape, I will try my best.
A CD player.
I want to hear it. So like I said, y'all let me know. All you artists can holler at me. You know what I mean? If you tired of your label producer dancing and all the records, oh, for real, Suge Knight. They shook Knight. We're going to keep on doing our thing, all right? Give them a second. They're going to take forever and a year. But yeah, like I said, that's about it. Welcome to Cashless Bank Records. Yeah, we're going to get it all going. Like I said, I'm going to link up with the right people when we go and privatize everything like we always do and already have.
We're going to privatize everything so nobody can hear a damn thing we're doing.
We're going to make bread.
We're not doing anything.
We're going to make bread, and I'm going to make sure we get in a position where we make money with our music. And he's already showing me all that and explaining to me which platform works. So I'm going to check that out. You know what I mean? He said it's like $20 for a year. You release everything you need. So I'm going to get it going. I didn't get them headphones for no reason. I got them headphones because I'm trying to get busy. I already recorded a single that's amazing. Y'all just ain't hear it because, well, you may not get to hear it. I'm trying to find other means of rotation and marketing means, all right, and promotion. I'll be back in a minute. Much love.
I'm just not going to play my music for anyone. If you can't hear it, then you can't make fun of it or whatever. So yeah, SLXMY_1 is going to be a new friend here for a minute, I guess. Try and figure out what we can do with this fucking guy. Joey's off. How did he meet him? This is what I want to know. The kid's only 23 years old. Where did Joey meet him at? Did he meet him online? Some fucking chat room somewhere? I don't know. Couldn't have been that long ago. Wasn't that long ago. The guy was probably in high school. Yeah, I haven't taken a look at it yet. I got a fucking rocket piss. I'm trying to get out of here at the same time. Let's see. Joey's all fired up about Christina again. Oh, well, fuck it. Let's go old school.
vision.
Real quick, I do want to mention, if you want to go over to Joey's community page on his apparel, if you scroll down, he changed a lot of the white t-shirts and he put a different picture on it. He's actually put a picture of himself working out at the park on the t-shirts. I shit you not. It actually happened.
Easy and tight, a skinny white dude with a questionable sight, unwashed and unshaven, a plunging cloud around, flipping burgers, dreaming of a life unbound. He's sleeping in hotels, one night, maybe two. No roots to call his own, just a life anew. Every other night, he lays his weary head, hoping Christina's coming with a fortune in her stead. Oh, Christina, my catfish queen, with 50 million bucks and a beauty unseen, 9 brain surgeries and a settlement so fine. Come save me, baby, and make this life of mine. He's got a vision of a life so grand, with Christina by his side, hand in hand. They'll ride off into a sunset in a brand new ride, leaving this food truck life far, far behind. In his dreams, she's got long hair and a smile, a beauty to behold, worth his
that's his merch
He'll
page.
trade his apron for a life of ease. With Christina's money, they'll live like kings and queens. The aroma of fries and burgers in the air can't mask the stench of his own despair. But in his mind, he's already free. With Christina's settlement, he'll live wild and carefree. Oh, Christina, my catfish queen, with 50 million bucks and a beauty unseen, 9 brain surgeries and a settlement so signed. Come save me, baby, and make this life of mine. So he'll keep on cooking, on dreaming of the night when Christina arrives and shines her light. He'll be ready with a heart so true, for a life of happiness. With Christina, his love anew.
Oh, Christina. God, that was a bunch of nothing. Well, that was kind of fun. Just watching the guy's boredom was fun. Just sitting there counting how much did he have? Maybe like $84 or something like that. Counting it over and over again and just yawning. That was fun. Anyway, that's all I got. We'll see what happens next. And yeah, he also the short, because he calls himself Cold Therapy. Now he's working on and Scorpion at night. He shaved last night in the backyard with a garden hose with his shirt off. His face is all wet and shit like that. He's obviously outside, fucking hysterical. Go take a look at that if you want. I'm not going to play it right now because I got a rocket piss like a motherfucker. Anyway, appreciate y'all. Go and get.
I've drank a lot of fucking beer in my lifetime, that's for sure. Many times to an excess that I'm not too proud of the fucked up shitty situations that I've managed to fist fuck my way into. I've learned a lot along the way though. I'll share that knowledge with you if it can prevent a fucking drunken grease fire. If it doesn't, you are the fucking grease fire.